Hi, everybody. Welcome to day 4 of Speech Therapist in Pajamas. I've completely lost track of how many days we've been in the house and what day of the week it is or anything. All I know is that I have to start school tomorrow with my kids, which should be super fun. Right now, I have one child taking a nap, and then my 2 older boys, ever since we had a hot tub on vacation, are obsessed with hot baths, and they've been up in the bathtub for almost 2 hours. So, hey, I'll take it. We're going to just call that phys ed. Today, while I had a few minutes, I just wanted to show you a couple of my favorite apps. I'm not usually one to suggest a ton of apps. I really think that, of course, in-person play and real toys and face-to-face interaction is, of course, the first thing you always want to do. But apps can be really motivating. We have to be realistic with the generation of kids that we have, and that it's motivating, they're drawn to it, and sometimes it's nice to have that little break and something that they can do but still be learning some speech along with that. So these are some very simple apps that I like. The first one I'll show you is Endless ABC. And this is a nice one because you can pick different letters. So you might want to pick words that start with H. And so when you pick that, it'll have the letters all mixed around. And then when you touch the letter, it's very silly and motivating. But it makes the sound of the letter.
D.
Not perfect phonetic, but it's actually really kind of great. And, you know, if it gets the kids listening to those sounds and hearing those sounds, and they're motivated by this, then, hey, we are all for it. And, of course, I have the worst sun exposure coming in right now from where I am. But it does like a little action afterwards. And then you can switch to a different word and do different letters. So that one's just really, really nice. And, sorry, the sun is horrible.
T. H. R.
So there's a free version that you can try to see if your kid's motivated by it at all. And if it is, then there is a paid version that's like $2.99 or something similar to that. The other one that I am a huge fan of are these Make a Scene apps, and they have all different ones, but these are great for combining that motor movement of, same like the last game, of dragging something and putting it somewhere, the repetition, pairing a sound and a word with that movement, which are things that you always want to do. And so this one is actually really nice. You can download in the App Store, but they have all different scenes. So right now there's a Make a Scene Easter out now, which would be really cool too. But the one that I have currently is Make a Scene Farmyard. And so they have all different scenes. They have a couple different scenes up above. So here's the farmhouse. You can talk about the things that are on the farm, and then you can...
Highland cow.
Highland cow. The bonus is they might have an accent if they do this enough. So Highland cow. Cow, and there's so much repetition, so you can do it over,
Cow. Cow.
and every single time you do it, it'll label the item, and it will also make the sound. And it has all of the things, so it's really nice for that categorizing too. You can also talk about where you might put things. Maybe you don't want to put a dog up on the sun. It would be too hot, but maybe the dog could go in the barn. So there's other ways that you can add extension to the learning that is available.
Farmer. Hello there.
And that's my favorite.
Tractor.
Then there's a tractor, so the farmer's driving a tractor. And so it's just really kind of fun. It's very motivating. You could plant a garden. They have a garden scene somewhere.
Carrot. 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 Cabbage. Apple.
So do you put an apple on the ground, or does the apple go on the tree? So you can kind of do things like that too, continuing flower. So that's just another simple little app that I really, really like. And it's great for little kids. Even my 1-year-old, when I've been desperate, I've been able to put that app on, and he can manipulate it enough to keep his attention for a little bit. And then there are just really simple little apps like Mr. Potato Head here. That you can kind of do, and you can talk about the different parts for the Mr. Potato Head and what you want to add. You're putting on like the hat and the shoes and the pants. So if you don't have a Mr. Potato Head, or if you want to expand upon it and do something different and add different parts to Mr. Potato Head, this can be kind of fun. Or you can do it with them and play with them in real life. And then when you're cooking dinner, you can put this in front of them and see if they can kind of take what they've learned from the real life. And it's another one where you can click and drag and talk about the different parts. Eyes, ears, and it can be silly. So you can make all different sorts of silly things. So that's just kind of another fun, goofy little app that's perfect for little kids. And then the last one that I'll kind of talk about is Kids Doodle. And you know how much I love doing art and drawing. So this is another way that you can kind of do that art and drawing while you're also doing a tablet. And so I love comparing those motor movements and sounds. And so I'll work it down, zip, wee, bop, 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 moo, zip, zoop, wee. So you can make all different sounds. So always pairing sounds, sound effects, silly things along with the movements that you are doing, and try to match them with the movements. So if you're making a snake, or dot, 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 things like that. So just a couple other fun things and ways that you can use the tablet to try to keep your sanity over this time that you have kids for so many weeks. So hope you found some of those helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know, or if you need any more ideas. And if you find any of this useful, please send me a like or a comment or a share, and I would be forever grateful. All right, thank you so much. Bye.